what's up? Ashley Pop the Flavors here, and I have
Robert, the drummer from Exclsuive.
awesome. What's up?
Tired, just got done working out. Smoothie time.
Yeah, they say you work out. Is that before every show?
Sometimes after. Not every show. But yeah, we try to as much as we can. Just 'cause, I don't know, I tend to like to do this rather than go to the bars
And drink.
because when you do that every day on tour, it starts to weigh on you, and it did. So now I try to work out, switch it up a bit, I guess.
You look different with your hair back.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, so you guys have a new album out. You want to tell us about that?
What do you want to know?
Well, tell me about it.
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I know that.
It's really awesome. It just came out last month? A month before?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's we're really excited about it. I mean, we put a lot of work into it. It took us a long time to make it. We went through every possible roadblock on the way to creating it. And it was just like it was an example of extreme perseverance on our part, which is something that, we got lazy and everything, and I think we got kind of full of ourselves in the record before. We got a big record deal, a lot of money and everything, and basically kind of squandered a lot of opportunities that were given to us when we were doing our last record, and we dealt with a lot of problems. Like Max was on drugs and stuff, our old bass player, and had to part ways with him. One of my best friends growing up and everything. So
That's
it was
rough.
it was pretty rough experience. And so at that point, Monte, our guitar player, was pretty over the whole situation and didn't really he felt that his life would probably be better not being in a band at all than having to be in a band to deal with that. So, needless to say, there's a lot of shit we had to clean up.
Yeah.
And we're still cleaning up. But
Like a protein shake.
Yeah, my protein shake. But we had to overcome all that stuff. That's the reason I'm telling you. We had to overcome all that stuff to even get to a point where we could actually even start to write a song again.
Definitely.
And it's not. Once we start the writing process, it's pretty easy. It goes by quick. And that's the fun part. That's why we do it. But this time around, it was like we had to do all this shit just to get there. And once we were there, it wasn't as quick as we had hoped because we found out that the record wasn't right. When we heard it, we had a whole record done with John Feldman, who produced half the record. And we said, well, this half's good, this half is bullshit, and it has nothing to do with him. It had to do everything with us because it wasn't who we wanted to be. It wasn't our identity. Like the songs weren't right. We needed every song to be magical, to hit. And we weren't going to settle anything for less than greatness. And so we went ahead and did the rest of our album ourselves, and put all our heart into every song, and we came out with a great one. We're really proud of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, who writes the lyrics in the group? Is it all of you? Or?
I mean, Craig is definitely the forefront of the lyrics, although we do it's not like set like Craig is the only person, but he writes the most of it. He's able to dig down deep and express himself that way, which is great because I have trouble doing it. We did do a couple co-writes too, like we worked with Patrick Stuff from Fall Out Boy, and he helped us shape some lyrics on one of our songs, Picture Perfect. And that song helped, like what he helped us do with that, because Craig wrote lyrics on that as well. They kind of collaborated together, and the chemistry was amazing. So it was like having another band member, and it wasn't like, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do this. It was more like, whoa, dude, you get it, and this, and he would help us write everything and get our emotions out exactly how we wanted. So it was a really fun experience. But yeah, for the most part, Craig, worked his heart into it.
The lyrics are a lot more in your face than the older stuff.
It had to be. I mean, when we went back to finish the record on our own, that was kind of the idea. We weren't focused on making it sound like a big record or making it sound like gnarly, like we're recording in an expensive studio. It was just more focused on the song and the attitude and the energy. It was more in your face, less I've been saying it a lot. It's like a lot less like gimmicks and bullshit, and a lot more attitude. That's really gone for.
And you've also gotten harder with this record.
Yeah, that was the main reason why we switched up and went ahead and scrapped the first half of the record
because it was poppier.
It was I mean, we were experimenting a lot because we had gone through so much that we were just trying to find our sound again, and then we had done so many things already. I mean, it was our 4th album, and we've tried so many different sounds and styles, and we went back to our roots. We experimented even more with like weird ass sounds and sound effects and shit like that, and ultimately we ended up just kind of holding it all and just the natural progression. I don't know, man. I just think we did something good.
Yeah, it's great. You already dropped 2 singles, You're Insane and Ungrateful.
Yeah.
And what's next? Are you going to drop another one soon?
Yes.
Can you tell us what one it is?
Ungrateful wasn't really a single, but it was just a video we had made for it because we had something important to say. Well, I guess it's in a way. But we're going to do 2 more videos. We're shooting them at the beginning of August and stuff. And I don't think I'm allowed to tell you yet.
Okay. That's alright.
But yeah, let's just say we're going big on it, dude.
Bigger than Ungrateful.
Yeah, I don't know how much bigger because that was pretty out there.
Yeah.
Intense. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna try our best, particularly with one song. The first song that we're not focused on the video because we think the song is it's a fun song that will just be. I just think it's gonna drive the record. It's gonna be like a lot of people are just gonna enjoy it. There's not a whole lot of meaning behind it. It was more of a fun song to do that just in the studio, like, yeah, man, fucking pumping up song. But then the second song was a very, very meaningful song, and we're gonna try to make a video that matches that feeling.
Beautiful. So what's next for you guys? I see that you're going on tour with Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna tour in North America with them, Canada and the US, and dude, I am a fan of that band.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I think
Miss May I too.
Yeah, so I think, overall the whole tour package is great. I think, fans who don't necessarily like Five Finger Death Punch like us, this will kind of open the doors to them, and obviously vice versa is what they're taking us. They're at a point where they can kind of call the shots and figure out who they want to bring, and they personally picked us out and said, this band's badass. I think our fans will like them. And so, we're really excited about them. We met them in Germany, and they were real cool guys. Came up to us, and they're like, yeah, we're excited for the tour. And I'm just like, yeah, man, it's cool.
So were you fangirling a little at that moment?
Yeah, I was just trying to play cool. Hey, what's up? But inside, I'm like, oh my god, so.
That's awesome.
But that's a tour that's a dream tour personally. Like, I fucking love that band, so I'm really excited about that. Like I said, we got new music videos coming out, and we're heading back to Europe. So we're gonna do Warped Tour Europe, and we're also gonna tour on the side of the Warped Tour dates. We're gonna do some shows with our friends at Chiodos, and those should be fun too. So
so very busy.
Yeah, very busy. We're gonna have a little break in August, and then fucking right back at it. We've been at it for a while now.
Yeah.
It's time for a fucking break.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, but we're really excited about it. We got a lot of stuff planned out.
Beautiful. So you got any last words for us?
Go get Ungrateful.
It's beautiful.
Drink fucking your smoothies.
All right, Ash Pop plays. I got here with the skate.